Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to wish everyone a very happy new year. I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers that subscribed over the past year. I appreciate it. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I am Patty. I just want to say hello. Today I'm taking down my Christmas tree and all my Christmas decorations, and I just wanted to show everyone how I like to organize everything. For the future, I'll try to post a vlog once a week, probably on Friday morning. And for those of you who like to watch little vlogs on my dog, my little Thoughts and Finn, those will just be on the short vlogs of Finn. So if you want to see Finn, watch the short ones. Once in a while, he'll be in the longer ones too. But if you don't like to watch the longer vlogs, you can watch the short ones on Finn, because I know everyone likes to see Finn. But let's get to it. Let me start taking things down and start getting organized. Okay, and yes, I do sound nasally. I am just getting over the flu. Got it the day after Christmas, so recuperating from that. So sorry if I don't sound loud and clear. It's just I'm just trying to recuperate after having the flu, so still have a little bit of a sore throat. So anyways, sorry about that if you can't hear me very good, but let's get started. So the first thing I like to do is get all the boxes that I store my ornaments in and put them on top of the box that the Christmas tree goes in. And I also had this little holder for the lights. I don't remember, I think I got that at the Christmas tree store a while ago when that store used to be open, but this works really good to wind your lights on. I want to really get some more of these for the rest of my lights, especially the ones outside, because when you wind them up, then they don't get all twisted. And then I just got some boxes with some tissue paper, which I'll be wrapping up all, excuse me, all my breakables and put them into the boxes here. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off all the coral, which is all this stuff here, and wrap it and put it into one box so I know where all the coral are. Usually I always forget a couple of these coral, but check it quite a few times before I take all the branches off the tree. And I just like to put them in the box by the colors. So when I go to put it back on the tree next year, so there's, see, the aqua, white, and pink. So I try to put them away in the box by color, and I'll show you this in a second. Just so when I go to put these on next year, they're all sorted out already. And I forgot to mention that I do like to unplug the timer from the wall, just so when I go to take the lights off, it's already unplugged. Alright, And this is what I mean by putting the coral in a box by color, so then when I go to put it on the tree next year, it'll already be separated and easy to put on the tree. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is take off anything that is breakable, like this sort of thing here. Take all the breakables and wrap them up in tissue paper. Right, and next I like to take all the cruise ships off and keep them all together. Okay, so they're all wrapped up and I put them in this box. And this box is usually all the tropical ornaments that are left over on the tree. Okay, next what I like to do is just take the tree and hold it and pull it out a little bit. And just give it a look over and make sure I got all the ornaments off the tree. So let me just take a double look. And now I don't see any. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is unplug these from the timer and then unplug each one of these from each other before I wrap them. I guess I'm gonna wrap them around this little thing here. But I like to unplug them all first so they don't get tangled. But sometimes I'm not sure where they begin, where they end. So what I'm going to do is just start. I have to think about this because you always want to wrap it so then when you take these off and go to put the lights on for next year, that you put the lights on correctly. So this ends up so you can plug it into the wall. So let me think about this before I wrap this up. So I'm going to keep the plug right here out and then just very easily wraps right around here. And I just like to walk right around the tree. Very easy to get the lights off this way. It takes me less than 5 minutes. Might have this little thing of one of the lights on. Because this is the same brand, I'm going to just keep that plugged in. With the other brand, that is a little bit darker cord that I want at the bottom of the tree, so I'm going to take that one off last. If I can figure out how to do a time lapse in all this, I will do a time lapse. Okay, so that's all off. And then, my color, like I said, this darker green, and I'm going to take that off. So that's all the lights. 3 strands of lights are wound up on here nicely. And then I just like to take this and just tuck it neatly in there. Just like that. So there's that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is take all these branches off, and I'll show you how I like to put them. But anyways, let me show you all the decorations. Okay, so all my decorations are off the tree and put into these cute little Christmas boxes. And I'm going to put some more tissue paper in here neatly. So I'm going to do that before I close the box up. And then before I close this box up, I'll put the timer in here so I know it's for the Christmas tree. Alright, so this is a piece of paper that I stuck in the box. It has all the tree limbs by color. And if you look to the far right of the paper, I even drew a little tree and wrote which color goes where, just to make it easier. My husband and I have had this tree ever since we first met, and we met in 1998, so Christmas of 1998 is when we first got this tree. So yes, it's getting very old, and just want to say, I think it's next week or the week after, we celebrate 28 years of being together. So yeah, so that tells you how old this tree is. Okay, so what I like to do first is just take the topper off the tree. This comes off in one piece, like that. And then like that. And then each section has, I think, 6 branches, and I'm gonna take them all off and lay them on the floor so they're all organized from shorter branches to the longer branches. So that way when I put them in the box, all the longer branches are on the bottom and the shorter ones are on the top. That way I can fit the topper in the box and the lights. But what I first like to do before I take these off is just fold these all back in so they're nice and flat. So when I go to take them out, I just fluff them up each year and try to make the tree look a little bit different. So yeah, I just take all the branches and fold them back so they're nice and flat to put into the boxes. This is what I mean by nice and flat. So, yeah. So they're all like that, nice and flat. See how that's all crazy? Push them all. Like that. That might be me just being a little anal putting them away, but it makes everything fit into the box nice and neatly. So when we get all these all off the tree, I'll show you. Okay, so now you can see they're all organized, and I tried to make so they're as flat as possible to put back into the box. And the only thing I hate about this is how these needles do get all over the place, which I have to watch out for my dog that he doesn't swallow any. I have my bedroom door locked so he can't come out here. And just take this, comes off really easy. And this comes off really easy. Oops. I must have taken that one away how much. Okay, there we go. And then we just got the tree stand, and that's okay. And if you do have an old-fashioned tree like this Christmas tree where you gotta put all the branches on one by one, I do advise you to put all the hooks in the middle of the box. That way your box doesn't get broken by the hooks trying to poke through. Okay, so this is all the branches, and that's what I mean by putting all the hooks towards the middle. And then just take these, stuff them right in the box here. Nice and easy like that. And then, because I left that little space right here in the middle, is where the top of the tree goes. easy like that. Stand those right in there. And I always stick the piece of paper right there in the middle. When you open the box up, it's there for next year. And the lights, like that. I squished everything. And then, because if you do that right, the tape is getting kind of old, but then my husband can just grab the handle right here and he goes to bring this downstairs. Well, the handle's there. And you have to pack it just a little bit tighter so you can get to the handle. And then what I like to do is just put these boxes on top of that box so then my husband can carry them downstairs for me. All right, so then what I like to do is get a broom and sweep all this up first, then vacuum it and mop it before I put my slipper chairs and the table back here. All right, so for any of you that watched my videos on how I decorated for Christmas, so when I get to this point, it's just basically doing the opposite of how I decorated. Now I'm undecorating and now vacuuming and getting all the needles and everything, and then I'm gonna dust that windowsill over there and get those things out of the window too. So let me grab that stuff first. There's Max and the Grinch. Goodbye until next year. Well, it'll be this year, but the end of the year. So goodbye to them. And these starfish I like to keep in the windowsill year round, so then I just take them off the tree and use them and put them in the corner. Alright, so I'm sure you don't want to hear the vacuum cleaner, but that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Alright, now I'm just going to break down this windowsill real quick. It's actually not as dusty as I thought it would be. Okay, next I'm going to just mop over here with this foam mop. If none of you have one of these, I recommend you get one if you have hardwood floors or vinyl plank flooring like this is. It gives it a nice shine with the cleaner that comes with it, or you can buy the refills, which I love to do, but there's no need to get like a whole mop out. I think when you use too much water, it destroys the flooring. And the guy who put the floor down for us recommended us to get one of these foam mops. And also a client that I have, she loves using the Bona mops with a Bona solution. You can get this solution for tile too, which I have for my bathroom. And it's nice because these cloths, you can just peel them off and toss them right into the washing machine. give this a better mopping once I get rid of those boxes over here. I have my husband bring those to the basement for me later. So as you can see, it's already starting to look cleaner. So that's making me less stressful that this tree's finally down. So let me grab the chairs and I'm gonna put those back there. Space is looking better already. All right, so I've got my slipper chairs and the little table put back in place. Finn will be happy that he can stand on those chairs and look out the window again. But yeah, makes me happy that the tree's down. So like I said, when my husband gets home, he will bring these boxes downstairs for me, so I don't have to carry them all the way to the basement because that is 2 floors down. Okay, so now that the loft area is all picked up for the most part, besides those boxes, now I'm going to go downstairs and start taking down the mantle here. So let me go downstairs and start putting that stuff away. Okay, so now I'm downstairs and I'm going to start taking the mantle down. And that shouldn't take too long, but I'm going to show you how I box up the Coco Nene stuff and that Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa Claus I just bring downstairs. And then just got a few other ornaments out there, and the reindeer and sleigh, I just pick it up and I just bring it right to the basement. Okay, so for all my Coco Nene stuff, I'm going to put it in this box. When I ordered this ornament, came in this box, so I figured I'd just put all my Coco Nene stuff in this box, and then I just store it right here underneath this cabinet, and I'll know where it is for next year. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is take all the Coco Nene, all these ornaments, and take those all down and store them in this little box that I showed you. Okay, and like I said, I just put it right in this little box here. And put the popping stuff down. And just put them right in this box. And I know where they are for next year. Just organize this box real quick and I'll show you. I just put them right underneath here. Just goes right there, and I'll know where they are for next year. And then this cute little tin here, I'm just going to take all these stockings off and put them in the tin. And I think I have a few ornaments that are Dachshunds that I'm gonna stick in here too. I didn't end up putting them anywhere this year. So there's all the little dots and ornaments, and I'm just going to stick these little stockings in here too. Should fit pretty good. Okay, and just put this cover on, and then I just take these little guys and I just move them over to the basement door, which is right here. Take those downstairs. And then these cute little snowman I end up putting near the fireplace and just changing things around a little bit. So take him and him. And we're just gonna put them where the elves were. And just for a little height, I like to stick them on top of the little lanterns I have down there. So there's one guy here, and then just put that one right there. Sorry, yeah, we still got a couple of boxes here. Still need to take that ruggable out of there, and that present right there is for my sister. It's a pink ceramic Christmas tree. Our mom had a green one with colorful lights growing up, so she wanted a pink one, so I got that for her. So anyways, next we're going to be taking the garland down, but I'm going to take down these, the deer and the sleigh first, which is very easy. I get this. Lift that up, and I just like to set everything on my ottoman for now. Sorry about that. And yes, I probably should get a box. I'm going to see if I have a box downstairs that I can put that stuff in when I go to carry it downstairs. All right, and then I already unplugged it. And that is for the mantle. So I just like to keep that plugged right in there, and I know that that lead cord and timer is for my garland light up here. So let me just take the cards off there. All right, cards. All right, and then all I gotta do here is just take this and lift it off. Sorry, it's blurry, I know. Alright, I'm just going to fold this. Hold on one second. Alright, and because all that white snowy stuff that they put on this garland gets all over the place, I just immediately just take this and bring it right to the basement. And as you can see, that makes a mess, so I'm just gonna dust this up real quick. Eventually I want to paint this. I really don't like the color of it, and never have since I moved into this house, but the floors were oak, so I'm assuming that's why they painted this color, but I don't like it, so that might be a project this spring, so stay tuned for that. If you have any ideas of how to sand that down and paint it, let me know. I want to paint it white, or like an off-white. All right, and since Valentine's Day is coming next month, I figured I would put my wedding picture and my sister's wedding picture up here and put the cute little heart decoration up there for love. And I think I do have a sign in my basement that says love, so maybe I'll stick that up there too and start to decorate for Valentine's Day. Just a little bit, I don't want to get overkill. All right, so next we're in my husband's man cave, and don't really have much to take down here. Just have this cute little Dachshund dog here, and this Boston Red Sox Christmas tree. David did get a few cute new ornaments for my sister. She got some little gingerbread man. I think that's what you call them. But I thought they were cute, so yeah. So that's David's Red Sox tree. He grew up loving the Red Sox, so just thought we put a little Red Sox tree in here. And then just to decorate up here on the sconces, I stuck some bells there. All right, so I'm just going in each one of the rooms and just gathering anything that looks a little bit Christmassy. So this, and I think the only thing left in my dining room, yeah, is this little tree here. And I have a box to put all those Hawaiian ornaments in, so let me grab that box and I'll put those away. And this is the box that we bought one of the Christmas ornaments on Oahu in Maui at one of the Christmas tree stores. So here's where we got all these ornaments. So I like to put all the ornaments back into this box here. Okay, and that is the box of all those ornaments. And I just like to stick that box right here inside that box. All right, and then I'll just have to carry all this stuff down to my basement, which is not a problem. And the only thing I have left to do is to take this area down here, which should be super easy to do. So just clear that all off, and I think that's it. Let me just check. Bathroom. I decided I'm going to keep that shower curtain up until Valentine's Day, and then I'll take that down and put my coal stove back up in the springtime. So just that. Okay. I think that's just about all it. And I think the only last thing I gotta take down on the inside of my house is just take these dish towels down. So these I just use for decoration, so I'll take those down. I thought they were cute. Okay, like I said, Valentine's Day will be coming up, so if I find something around my house that is a little bit of Valentine's Day, I'm just taking it out for now, and I'll show you how I decorate for Valentine's Day in another vlog coming soon. All right, so then all I gotta do is take these few little boxes here, that box and that box, and let me see, gotta grab this tree here. It's unplugged, so grab that tree. And then I just gotta grab that tree in David's room, the Red Sox tree. So let me grab that tree. Right. There's that tree. I should be able to just carry that right to the basement. Let's see. Let's see. Not sure if it comes apart or not. Nope, I can carry it right to the basement. Right, as you can see, it is still got lots of snow on the ground, but I'm going to quickly take these decorations down because I don't want to be paying for January for more lights to be on. So I'm going to quickly take them down. I'm not going to show you me taking them down because it's just too cold out. So for this outlet, I plugged in this cord here, wrapped around here, which has the 3 cords there. Plugged in the lights for this pole here, and the other lights for that pole here are on that cord, and then the flamingo are right there. And this cord here, I had come around here and plug it into there. And then for this pole here, just had this very short lead cord here and plugged it into the outlet over here, which goes over here, and I had the long white cord to plug in the lights over there. Okay, and then in this outlet to the far right of the porch, I have the black lead cord here coming around this way and going behind those bushes. And then my green cord you see there is plugged in for the lights on the bushes, and that black one is wrapped around, and it's really long and goes all the way out to the reindeer out near the rock. Okay, so I quickly took the things from outside down. I just got to put these in the basement. That was outside near my front door, and my wreath and the garland that was around the front door. I need to put those away, and then I'll show you what's left out there. There's things right there, and a couple of things right there that I need to put away. But for now, in this closet, I did organize the garland that was around all the poles that were out front, and I rolled that up and put it in this box, and I need to eventually bring all that stuff down in the basement, so maybe my husband can help me bring that down later today or when he's feeling better. But yeah, so that's everything. Once I get it in the basement, I'll show you where everything is down there and how I organized it down there. Whoa!